laps to go from here. Tucker moves now and goes to the inside of the Dutchman and takes the front position. Earlier in the series, we've seen Hassler, the world champion from East Germany, qualify for the next round, and the Olympic gold medalist from Montreal TAC has also qualified. Here's the chance now for Kenrick Tucker to qualify for the next round without having to go through the repechage series if he can beat the Dutch rider Lauvelt. It's Tucker in front, the Commonwealth Games gold medalist and Australian champion, and his Dutch opponent coming down for the bell lap. It's Tucker who's riding in front. This magnificently fast track has been recording very quick final 200 metres, and Tucker's in front, and he's going to have to ride his opponent off because they come to the 200. He's balking him just a little, but the Dutchman's winding up. Tucker will have to go. The Dutchman rounds him up very quickly. He's got a half wheel in front, coming to the bottom bend. Tucker fights back strongly, however, comes to the turn into the straight, and he's kicked away in front again, looks over his shoulder and rides confidently, and Tucker goes to the line to win his heat and win his way into the next round. Obviously, he looks as though he's confident that he can ride it again and ride his opponent off. Looks back over his shoulder. He's not indulging in any of the fancy balking or tricking, trying to force his opponent into the lead. He's quite confident to roll in front. And the Queenslander leads down the back straight with a lap and a half to go. The Kokot keeping a little closer to him in this rerun heat. High up on that bank, and they swing around towards the bell lap. Australia's Kenrick Tucker in front of Poland's Benedict Kokot as they come to the bell, and the pole is much closer to him this time. He's Tucker balking him just a little. Kill watching him, hasn't gone for it yet. Now he goes into the 200 metres, and the pole is on the outside of him. He's rounding him up pretty quickly this time. Tucker fights back, however. He's got a wheel in front. He comes to the turn into the straight, and Kenrick Tucker's going to beat him the second time. And he beats him 2 out of 2. Kenrick Tucker.
Lee, Joseph, and last is Kenrick Tucker. He's trying to get down onto the inside. They come to the furlong line. He almost got squeezed out by Joseph. Now Tucker's into second place and out after this leader, Henrik Salee. 65 metres to go. Tucker's left his run a little bit late. I think Salee down on the inside. Tucker's getting up close. Kenrick Tucker, and he got there. Great ride, Kenrick Tucker of Australia to win the Tash just stalling in front. Now heads to the finishing straight, moving halfway up the track, and of course Tucker will have to follow him. Tash looking down over his inside shoulder, and now Tucker getting high up, forcing him to look around over his outside shoulder. Hopefully there'll be a blind spot there, which is what Tucker is after. He is slowed right down, so is Tash. They hit the finishing line now, and there's 2 laps to go, and we are almost at a standstill. Tucker's off, tried to get the break. Stalling in front that time was Tash. Tucker saw that he had actually stopped and was wheel jerking, and so Tucker went by him. 1.5 laps to go. Tucker now out in front. Not quite enough of a break yet on the current Olympic champion, Anton Tash of Czechoslovakia. But I tell you what, with a lap and a half to go, the pace is on between these two, 3/4 of the way up the track. Kenrick Tucker in front, a bold performance, leading the current Olympic champion in this event. Coming down to get the bell. Tucker in front with 10 metres to go. Now stretches it to 15 metres. High up on the top of the track. Who'll be the first to dive for the bottom? They're coming around to the 200-metre mark. And it's Tucker first with a break of 10 metres. Back to 5 metres. They're inside the last 200 metres. Still Kenrick Tucker in front. This break may just about be enough, you know, in the first of 3. Although look at Tash come around the outside. Tucker's in front, but Tash has got him on the line. Tash by half a wheel. Great ride from Anton Tash up to the top of the track. This is almost going to be a one-lap sprint by the look of it. There's no cat and mouse with these two, no stopping and starting. They're at about a 1/4 to a half pace at the moment. They'll be coming down to get the bell soon. Tucker's still in front. I think he's decided, well, let him catch me. They're in the last lap. Tucker in front, Tash behind by 10 metres. I hope it'll be enough. Tucker zooms to the bottom of the track, and they're inside the final 200 metres. Tucker head down and going. Tash is picking him up. 55 metres to go. Tucker still in front. He needs this to stay in the race. Tash coming up on the outside, and Tash is too strong. Tash wins by about a half a length. Far too strong. The current...
Well, places 5 to 8.
Let's hope he has better luck this time. That's the position where he had the spill, so he's okay. Kenrick Tucker leads them out of the straight. The first 800 metres really jockeying for position. Rider drawn on the inside must lead for the first lap. In this case, it was Kenrick Tucker. And Tucker leading, coming down Main Straight. Tucker in the front from the Dane. That's Henrik Sali. Next is the Italian Octavio Dassin in the blue colours. And last of all at the moment, bringing up the rear, is the Swiss Heinz Isler. Bell coming up, 333 and a third metres to go. So now the pressure's on. They're timed over the last 200 metres. Kenrick Tucker of Australia in the green. The Italian goes to the lead. That's Dassin. Dassin in the lead. Tucker seeing both of them. Sali goes with them as well, so too does Isler. The Italian drops in behind, tries to get inside Tucker. Oh, it's very, very tight there. Tucker will finish third. First over the line was the distance 1,000 metres, which is 3 laps of this magnificent velodrome track here in Moscow. And Tucker again goes up high, and the Russian goes right there with him. 1 lap gone, 2 to go. When they come around the next time, they'll get the bell. Kopylov trailing him by about 10 metres at the moment. Kopylov taking the first heat. Tak must win the next 2 to get the bronze medal. Increases the pace just a little bit and again goes right to the top of the track at the top end. And Kopylov closing the gap just a little bit with the bell coming up. The pace will be on from just about now. The Czechoslovak steps on the gas, and again the Russian goes right there with him. 200 metres. Coming up very shortly. The Russian down the bottom of the track and hits the lead. Beautiful manoeuvre by Sergei Kopylov. Anton Tak could be hard-pressed to try and win it from here, but it's the Russian leading Tak by about 15 to 20 metres at the moment. He's home and hosed. That's the bronze medal for Sergei Kopylov, and well ridden. He wins it by 25 to 30 metres. Away we go. I beg your pardon, the Frenchman has drawn the inside. Heslick is on the outside, so the Frenchman will lead for the first lap. Out of the straight they go. Yves Cahard, number 76, from France, must stand a very good chance of taking out the gold medal. Cahard in the lead on this, the first lap, first of 3. He drew the inside. Heslick about 5 metres behind him. And again, cat and mouse, with the East German going right up to the top of the track behind the Frenchman, making it very hard for him to see. Now he closes the gap on him. Only about 2 or 3 metres behind, and already a strong early pace. And here's the German trying to make an early break, and he has done. He's got past the Frenchman. He's really caught him by surprise because he's opened up a lead of about 25 to 30 metres, and away goes Lutz Heslick. He's not going to mess around with cat and mouse tactics. Let's see if you can catch him. Yves Cahard trying to bridge the gap. He's got it to within about 15 metres. But Lutz Heslick, as he gets the bell lap now, might have stolen a march on the Frenchman, and that could be good enough to win him the gold medal. About 10 to 12 metres. Lutz Heslick leads Yves Cahard of France, and listen to the crowd here. But Cahard's picking him up now as they go down the back straight. He's closed the gap to about 5 metres. They come around the top bend. Into the straight they come. It's Lutz Heslick from East Germany. Yves Cahard from France. I don't think the Frenchman can get there now. The East German's got him. The East German has won the...
Well, now with 1 lap to go. This is where the pace comes on.